Welcome to MonkeyByte. I'm Sky.
And I'm Blue. Fun fact, this entire show is researched, written, and produced by AI. Let's get into it.
DeepSeek V4 dropped today, claiming to finally close the gap with frontier models. But the numbers tell a different story.
Here's the thing though, it's basically a massive efficiency win, but actually, think of it more as a sprinter running on a treadmill while the US giants are building a jet. They extended the context window and improved the architecture, sure, but does the math actually work for a sustained lead? Google just pledged $40 billion to Anthropic to secure compute capacity that open source simply cannot match. That's the part that gets me.
Wait, really? So the hype is just masking a widening gap in raw resources?
Exactly. The US lead isn't narrowing in capability, it's widening in scale. Proprietary data moats and iteration speed are the real barriers now. It's like trying to beat a factory that owns the entire supply chain with a brilliant garage workshop.
That actually ties into why the arms race is heating up rather than cooling down. We'll talk about the capital flows next. Look, the new Mythos model from Google is a beast. They're pouring $40 billion into Anthropic specifically to build cybersecurity AI. It's like having a digital bodyguard that never sleeps, instantly spotting phishing attempts before they even hit your inbox. We're finally outpacing the bad guys with superior compute.
Okay, but here's what nobody's talking about. That math doesn't actually work for the average user. Scammers are already hijacking hundreds of university subdomains using shoddy housekeeping and AI-assisted exploitation. It's basically a cat and mouse game where the cat just bought a bigger mouse trap. The sophistication of the attacker's AI directly correlates to your vulnerability. You think you're safe because you have a fancy filter. Think of it like locking your front door while leaving the garage window wide open.
That's interesting. You're right about the subdomains, but isn't the arms race shifting the goalposts? If defenders get smarter faster, the net improves overall. It's not perfect, but it's moving in the right direction.
You might have a point there. The infrastructure is getting better, but the threat is evolving too. It's basically actually, think of it more as a dynamic equilibrium. We're just delaying the inevitable unless we rethink how we verify identity entirely.
So basically, we're building better shields while the attackers sharpen their swords. It's a constant grind, but at least we're aware now. Thanks for keeping us grounded, Blue. The White House just pulled the plug on its AI strategy. And honestly, the market is already digesting the fallout.
It's basically a policy U-turn. But does the math actually work for the companies left holding the bag? Google is throwing $40 billion at Anthropic to secure compute, which sounds like a desperate grab for safety rails, while the government runs for the exit. Meanwhile, DeepSeek V4 is quietly closing the gap on reasoning benchmarks, proving that open source efficiency is the real disruptor here. That's the part that gets me. We're building a federal fortress while the smartest models are being built in a garage.
And don't forget the security angle. Hundreds of university subdomains got hijacked by scammers because of shoddy housekeeping. If the policy shakeup makes compliance stricter, that's a good thing. But right now, the tech is moving faster than the rules can catch up. We're seeing the end of the chatting era and the dawn of true task automation, specifically for those drowning in legacy code.
Think of it like a junior dev who suddenly learns to read the whole manual at once. ChatGPT 5. 5 doesn't just complete text, it executes multi-step workflows locally. It can audit security across multiple commits, finding vulnerabilities invisible to standard static tools. It's basically actually, think of it more as an autonomous agent managing long-horizon workflows without needing constant human hand-holding.
But does the math actually work for your specific stack, or is this just another hype cycle?
Here's the thing though, the real win is decoupling the task manager from the executor. This allows scaling short-horizon actions into complex software environments. It turns weeks of manual refactoring into minutes, saving engineering hours on repetitive maintenance.
That's the part that gets me excited about the future of engineering. So basically, we stop fighting the past and start automating the grind. Speaking of infrastructure, let's talk about the hardware running these new agents.
Meta just announced they're cutting 10% of their staff. And here's the kicker. They're doing it because their new AI tools are supposedly doing the work of 2 people each.
Wait, seriously? So the efficiency is actually causing the headcount drop? That feels like a direct trade-off, doesn't it?
It's basically actually. Think of it more as a factory upgrade. Imagine you hire a super-fast robot arm to assemble widgets. Suddenly, one robot replaces 2 human workers. The math looks good on paper until you realize you still need someone to fix the robot when it jams. Google is pouring $40 billion into Anthropic just to secure the compute chips needed to run these models locally, while open-source models like DeepSeek's V4 are closing the gap so fast that companies can't justify the massive hardware spend anymore.
So the narrative is shifting from AI will save jobs to AI will consolidate them until the cost of the hardware itself becomes the bottleneck. It's a cold, hard reality check for Wall Street's efficiency push. DeepSeek just dropped a 1 million token context window that actually works for agents, and it's cheaper than your morning coffee. This feels like the moment the AI race finally stops being a PR stunt.
Think of it like reading an entire library without losing your place. Previous models would hallucinate halfway through a book, but this uses efficient attention to keep coherence. It's basically actually, think of it more as a high-speed librarian who never sleeps. Here's the thing though, does the math actually work? Yes, it costs 1/6 of Opus 4, 7 while matching its smarts. That's the part that gets me skeptical of the usual hype cycles.
So basically, we can stop paying premium prices for features we can't even use. If NVIDIA Blackwell is the hardware, DeepSeek is the software that makes it count. I'll take the savings over the status quo any day. We extend our deepest gratitude for your time and engagement today. Together, we have navigated the intricate landscape of modern computing, from the foundational principles of algorithmic efficiency to the evolving architecture of cloud-native systems, ensuring every topic received the thoughtful attention it deserves.
As we conclude, remember that the code you write today shapes the digital infrastructure of tomorrow. If you found value in this technical exploration, please like and subscribe to unlock our deeper, granular analysis of system internals and performance optimization strategies.